Okay, so let's get one thing settled now. This episode looks fine. Yesterday's episode looks worse than this one, and the one before that looks even worse on minimal things. And that's because, and I mentioned it just a little bit yesterday, because I said I said the video I said the video wouldn't take a long time to produce, which was true because Power Director added a new function and I tested it out without even saying anything to you guys. I went and I tested it out, and this new function is, of course, to reduce the bitrate and quality of the video while you're producing it. So it'll produce much faster, but it'll come out a little shittier. And I tested it with like the worst, like still HD, but like lower bitrate, smaller thing 2 days ago, and it was a little noticeable, but nobody said anything. And then yesterday I did the same thing, and again, it was a little noticeable, but nobody said anything. So maybe today I might do one of the one of them or something. I don't know though. What do you cost? Okay. Yeah, there's like two different settings that change that kind of dealio. I don't know exactly how it works, but hey, guess what? We're doing terribly. I played more Germinating Diva than I did this game today. Oh, hey, cool, somebody took care of it. Shout out to Renee. I guess that's how you say it. Probably. Where am I going? Yeah, I feel like no, this isn't the first time I played it today, because I played it earlier today, because no! I almost said because I collected the thing, but no, I just did that. This is my first time playing today. Oh, I'm getting back into Germinating Diva. Oh, goodness. For those of you who didn't see last episode, Germinating Diva is a Chinese version of Love Live School Idol Festival. And I don't want to talk about it too much because I want to make a big old video on it where I explain a whole lot of things and advocate for the game and tell you how it works and stuff like that and have a whole lot of fun. And that'll come eventually. Today, I guess I'm going to talk about my job thing. I mean... I still have yet to inquire about what I'm allowed to say, but I kind of came to the conclusion that it probably doesn't matter. That I hope it doesn't matter. I don't know. I think it'll be fine as long as I don't use anyone's names or the name of the company. So I dropped a little hints accidentally yesterday, and nobody made any guesses, and that's fine. But the job that I'm doing now, that I'm training for, and that I will start doing because I actually think that I'm fine for it and I could have a lot of fun doing it, is canvassing. It's canvassing. If you don't know what canvassing is, then you're probably a very lucky person. Canvassing is going around neighborhoods and talking to strangers for various reasons. Police do it to get witnesses, and ooh, that was dumb. That was very dumb. Police do it to get witnesses, and politicians might do it to do anything. Really, you're just getting a word out about something, and the word that I'm trying to spread is that you can get a free estimate on windows, siding, and roofing from this company that I'm now working for. So my job is to get people signed up for a free estimate on windows, siding, or roofing, or gutter work, or there's a few other things we do, but those are the three big ones. I mean, obviously, I don't know that much about the work, and I don't remember all of the things that we do, because it's been my first day, and I was just kind of, following them around, seeing what they were doing. Tomorrow, I get to try it out a bit, see how well I can do, which I think I'll be fine because I'm very used to talking to people. Although I'm not used to talking to them in person, I do talk every day for a half hour in front of a technically public audience. Again, I'm not seeing any of your faces, but I am under the impression that people will be listening to my voice. So hello, you listening. How you doing? Let me know in the comments, or don't. Kind of doesn't matter. I mean, you can if you want. If something interesting happened that you want me to know, then I'll see it. I do read all the comments. I won't respond to all of them because I don't exactly have the time, but I will read them. And if I remember them, then I might mention them in the next episode if they are interesting enough. So that's that. Yeah, canvassing. I mean, I went out and I did it, and I didn't do it. I watched other people do it. And it kind of seems like something I could definitely do. Just like 100%. And I could actually kind of have a lot of fun with it. Because, you get to meet a lot of different interesting people, and I never figured out whose skill is more powerful. I should test that better. Or should just, ask people to pay more attention and then let me know. If you want to do that for me, it would be a huge, huge, great super effort thank you thing if you paid attention to which alchemist did more damage between these two. That would be super, super awesome of you. Because I kind of have to focus on talking, so I can't really be looking at these numbers. I can get an estimate on how much damage they're doing just by, the amount of color that's dropped when we deal any damage to that upper bar, and that's kind of what I pay attention to. And I pay attention. Sometimes I look at like the first number, but I really don't try to read the whole number because I need to be focused on talking as well as playing the game. And, multitasking is a very difficult thing to do. So yeah, but if you, dear listener, which is a phrase I got straight out of Hello Internet. Fantastic podcast, by the way. If you want to be helpful and let me know which one of those does more damage, I would be extremely grateful. And thank you. People don't really listen to my requests in this one. I like my Kumonani audience because I can ask questions and they will have answers for me. Because I'm always, like, sometimes I'm really confused about something because something's translated weird, or I'm just generally curious, not curious. Although that kind of works. I think there are some accents that kind of sound like that. But if I'm curious about something, then I could just be like, hey, how did she do that? Why does that work? Who is this person? And then somebody in the comments would be like, oh yeah, that's yada yada yada, they did this in this chapter. And I'm like, thank you very much. I am extremely grateful for that. I know a lot of that audience doesn't watch this show, and probably vice versa. I think there are a few people that follow Kumanani who also follow, every now and then they'll follow the one and dones. Like, I do know there are a few people who only watch the one and dones. One in particular is someone who I've met in person, who only comments on those. So it's a lot of fun, I guess. And I like doing those because it gives me a chance to try something new, and it gives me a chance to bring in new people, just to not to bring in new people in the video, but to bring in new people in the audience. If somebody's looking for some type of game, like if I play a really popular game, it might get a lot of views, and then whoever watches that might be all like, oh, this dude's kind of cool, and then they check out my other videos. So that's why I like doing those videos. It's a good opportunity to get myself out there a little bit more and to play something different and stuff like that. I might have to move those to Sunday though. Yeah, might have to move those to Sunday because of the work schedule thing. Because the whole schedule works really well because it's a 5-hour work day, and you start at 3 and you get back at 8. So I mean, I have plenty of time to get home and start recording this, which works out everything perfectly. I mean, I don't have all the time in the world to play if I want to grind or rank, but if I'm making money, then ranking will be a lot easier. So it's just, and plus, like on the car ride there and stuff, I don't think whoever's driving will mind if I, whip out my phone, play a little VC. So, yeah. Yeah, you meet at the office, and then you have a little team, and then somebody drives you over, and then you just start just start knocking on doors and talking to people and getting them to sign up. And then at 7:30 or so, then you all meet back at. Well, you don't have to meet back anywhere. You follow each other around mostly, just so you're making sure you're not hitting the same houses and sort of keeping an eye on each other in case something strange happens out of the ordinary. So you're just following everybody around and talking to all the neighbors and signing people up. And heading back. Yeah, you head back to the office and then somebody picks you up from there unless you drive yourself, which I don't do. We talked about that a whole lot. But now I have a job, so now I can probably work on getting my license. That was my mother's hurdle that she set for me. You get a job, then you get a license. That was it. But now we kind of have that, I guess. I need to buy nicer clothes. I don't know. I have a bunch of dress shirts that I have no idea where they went. I have a pretty nice dress shirts too. But they were in my closet, and then they destroyed my closet, and now it just doesn't exist anymore. So it's everything that was in my closet is somewhere in the living room, but nobody really has any idea of where anything specifically is. So completely out of dress shirts, aside for the one that I'm wearing right now, which was bought 2 days ago for the exact purpose of wearing it today. So that's that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just have a good feeling about this job. I'm a big fan of fate and just kind of letting things happen as they happen. And if somebody walks up to me and tells me that they can give me a job, I'm gonna fucking take it. And then it's gonna be a fine job, because it is a fine job for somebody like me, because it's only 5 hours of work, and all you have to do is walk around and talk to people. And I love talking to people. I don't exactly love walking around, especially when it's hot. But I don't know, it's a good excuse to start playing Pokemon Go. Like fucking everybody there plays Pokemon Go. Because all you're doing is going around different places and seeing different things. So, you run into a couple of fucking... I don't know any of the Gen 1 Pokemon. I mean, Pikachu or something, fucking whatever. So, yeah, everybody plays Pokemon Go. Like, the dude who interviewed me was like, all you gotta do is be a really good Pokemon player. And then he, went around the room and asked everybody what their level was. And I think he said he was, 25 or 26 or something. And that's that is the manager of all of the offices. I don't think he's the owner, but he's he's up there, and he's like, yep, gotta play Pokemon. And the manager of the office that I would be working at also plays Pokemon, and the two people that I went out with on the job also played Pokemon. So I was the odd one out in that scenario, not playing Pokemon. I don't know. Whatever. I'd have to get fucking battery cases or something, or just bring a cord with me, because he's got a USB thing in the car. Well, the one guy. I don't know who I'll be going out with each time, but I could just bring a mobile or a car charger each time. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. I don't need to play Pokemon. Whatever. We're actually not the best on battery now that I think about it. Because, I was saying that specifically because, as soon as I get home, I have, an hour before I need to record. So if my phone's already at kind of low battery, I'm screwed, right? Because I need to record, and I can't really record on, low battery, because that's dumb. So I'd have to conserve battery life, and that's why I don't want to play Pokemon. In general, that's one of the reasons, the other being that I don't care much for walking around and being active, as the kids would say. I think we're good, though. What are we at? 26? Yeah, we should survive. I might end this at 20 minutes, because honestly, I just want to fucking sleep. I'll probably get more used to the schedule, somewhere along the line, but whatever. I found my my sleep mask, which isn't the most helpful thing in the world, because I mention every now and then there's these giant fucking windows always wake me up in the morning. Now I'm waking up, 8 or 9 in the morning every fucking day. Like, even if there's no sound in the house, sometimes even 7, I wake up in the morning because of these bright fucking windows and the sun. The sun always wakes me up in the morning. And I did find my sleep mask, but that's actually not helpful at all, because at some point in the night, my sleep mask will fall off my face. I move around too much for it to stay on. And, I mean, I could try to, like, tighten it a lot, but I don't want to fucking, put weird indents in my face. So I'm just not gonna. The sleep mask would help me fall asleep at night, but it always falls off. It always falls off. Unless I'm only sleeping for like an hour, it'll fall off. It'll fall off at some point during the night, and it'll end up on my pillow or behind my pillow or next to it, somewhere around there. Usually on my pillow. But yeah, so that really doesn't help that much, and I'm already used to falling asleep to the things. I fall asleep at like 12 most days, just because fucking I wake up so damn early. So 12 is when I'm tired. Like, I'm fucking tired now. You're gonna run around all day. Ate so goddamn much. We stopped at 7-Eleven because it was raining really hard, so we were like not getting out of the car. So we were stopping somewhere where there would be a canopy. So we stopped by the 7-Eleven gas station thing, and then we ran inside, and somebody gave me like $5. Just, being a nice person. And I'll probably pay them back if I remember to, or if they remind me to. Especially if they remind me to. Not positive on whether or not I will if they don't. Because it didn't seem like they wanted me to. They were just like, here's 5, whatever. Go buy some food, man. I know you're broke. I don't care. Just like... so I got 2 slices of pizza and a big gulp for $3, and then I saw they had tasty cake pies 2 for $2, and I was like, that works out perfectly. $5 right there. And I had some $2 in quarters that my boss or whatever, the guy who was driving out, gave me, because as soon as, like I said, I didn't have money for that, he was just like, here's a bunch of fucking quarters, and he just started counting out quarters, and the dude behind me was like, here's a 5, and I was like, oh shit, everybody's handing me money, what the hell is this? That's kind of how it went too, because I like to say that when I'm recalling conversations, I cuss, and other people cuss way more than usual, but in this instance, kind of everybody cussed, and it was awesome. Like, my boss cussed a lot, and I mean, like, not like extremely large amounts, but it was still like to a really fun kind of thing. Like, everybody was super comfortable and cool with each other, which was awesome. And the dude played the driver, my boss, played EDM in the car, because he had an aux cable, and he was just like playing like Skrillex and shit, and then like I borrowed it for a hot minute, played a few songs, and he got into a couple of them, because I had a few songs that were similar to that, and I was like, yeah, I'll show you some, DJ Equalies and shit like that. And he was like, okay, I get in a few of these. So we had a lot of fun. Of course, everybody's always super cool and shit. So I don't know. I mean, from where I stand right now, I feel like I could have a pretty enjoyable time working this strange little job. I just gotta, practice my lines and shit. It's all about, it's charisma and with a little bit of luck too, which are both things I'm very good at. As I said, I'm used to talking to people. I'm used to, of course, every day I'm not talking to people. As I said this earlier, but I'm not talking to, I don't see your faces, but I do know that people are listening. And sometimes that does freak me out, but every now and then I do every single time I bring up this topic, I use the same exact opening, and it's exactly like that. I swear, every time I do that, when I want to bring up the fact that sometimes I have weird feelings about doing the videos, because I know people are watching, and I don't feel super comfortable doing that. and I want to talk about how I'll do that, and then I'll say that exact phrase. I'll say every now and then I do, and then I do, like that's exactly what I say, and I just realized that, and that is so ridiculous, but I do. I don't know, like I repeat myself because it sounds more genuine or something, but I do. I do have weird things. I mean, it doesn't happen as often anymore because I'm kind of used to it, but especially around the beginning and when it started, like when it started to go up a little bit more, it was always kind of weird just having those weird moments where I'm like, oh shit, people will be listening to the words that I am about to say. But, you know, I got much better at naturally controlling what I'm saying and talking a lot and always talking and making sure I'm not really saying anything extremely offensive. Although I do say some pretty self-detrimental shit every now and then. It's just like, if it's normal, like if I said this to a normal person, they might actually end up slapping me or something. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not attracted to fat women. I may have mentioned that before, or at least like I've mentioned that I am pretty shallow. That is something that I'm like open and comfortable discussing with other human beings. Is that I'm a kind of shallow person. If I don't find you attractive, then I don't find you attractive, and I will kind of tell you that I don't want to go out with you if I don't find you attractive. Even if you're like the nicest person in the world, like dating and hanging out are kind of different things. Because I can like you as a person, but if you want to like have any kind of relationship, I have to like you physically as well. And I don't know. I know that's super shallow, and I don't care. I know I'm a terrible person, and I don't care. Read the last name. Dilligaf. Look it up on Google. Since do I look like I give a fucking don't. I'm selectively apathetic, I guess. But I don't know. Like I don't have to not care about anything. Like when you tell me that my opinions on things break from the Dilligaf theme or something, and I'm just like, fuck you. I don't care that you think that I should care less. Boom. What do you think of that? I don't know. I have had that a few times where somebody was like, I thought Dilligaf means you didn't care about anything. And I was just like, yeah, fuck you. I don't care that you think that I shouldn't care about something. I mean, I'm a human being. I'm not some crazy fucking sociopath, right? I do have opinions and ways of thinking that I love to express every now and then. You know, get me talking about food. That's one of the really big ones that I've talked about a whole bunch. Like food distribution and shit. And how the whole world is like trying to do all this fucking vegan movement, and it's dumb. It's dumb. No, I mean, it's not. It's like there are ways to live healthily by only eating like animal shit or whatever. Not animal shit, but plant shit. But it's still kind of weird, and like I won't eat anything with the face or something like that. It's just, like, I guess, you know, if it's got a face, you can see it face in pain, but plants react to stimuli. Plants are alive and they react to stimuli. Plants react much slower than animals, but they are alive, and you are killing them when you harvest them. When you eat a plant, you're still eating something that was once alive. It is a fact of life. Every single thing that gives you any sort of energy had to at one point be alive. That is undeniable. That is science. That is where our energy comes from. We cannot photosynthesize. We must consume. Whether or not you consume animals is your choice, but you cannot be ignorant to the fact that when you're eating plants, you are still eating something that was once alive. It had life. It breathed different chemicals than we breathe, but it did breathe. It took in all of the carbon and emitted oxygen. You're eating something that created the oxygen for you. So, I don't know. Take that as you will. But, I don't know. If you want to live a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever, don't kill the animals. Okay. That's your choice. Not gonna knock you on that. Don't be stupid about it, though. You're allowed to live your life however you want, as long as you're not an idiot. That is my philosophy. I don't know why I didn't use that freeze there. I don't know. I tried to get more points or whatever. Not more points, but more damage done or something to somebody. But I don't know. If you want to do that, that's fine. Just that really sums it up, though. Live your life as you want, as long as you're not being stupid about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I think stupid is like if you're ignorant to something. And when you're ignorant to something, it means you just don't know about it, or you just don't pay attention to it. It's just like you try to ignore facts. No, that's what insane people do. I don't know. What is it? A delusional thought is something that you convince yourself of being true despite obvious evidence against it. Obvious and constant evidence against it. That's a delusional thought right there. So, I don't know. Some people convince themselves of these things. And I mean, I guess it's fine. And we could get into religion and shit too. But I don't know if I want this to be that episode yet. I don't know. I'm not saying religious people are insane. There are obvious and pretty helpful reasons for having a religion, but if you have a detrimental religion, then I don't know, like, try to focus more on improving yourself rather than giving your money to something that you'll never see or shit like that. I don't know. There are detrimental religions and detrimental parts of religions. Pay attention to yourself and make sure you aren't harming yourself or your family or anyone else, and you're fine by me. That's how that goes. If you're poor, don't donate to the church. God isn't gonna help you. Put your money somewhere where it can actually help you right then and there. I mean, like, if you have some sort of miracle story of your great uncle Carl, who used to be homeless and then found a 5 and then put it in the church or whatever, and then found some dude who immediately gave him like $400 and a job, then I mean, it's technically bound to happen with how many people there are on the earth, but it's not going to happen to everybody. I don't know. It's like miracles are just coincidence, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's kind of super depressing. But coincidence in itself is still a very interesting prospect in a lot of ways. It's just like, this kind of cool thing just happened. And that's just how it works. It's just like, there are a lot of things that do just happen, that weren't planned, or that weren't anything. It just happens. There's some things happen wrong, some things happen right, or whatever. I don't know. I'm really starting to get into religion here, because one of the whole arguments is the whole intelligent design thing. Our world had to be designed because it looked like it, and everybody's like, no, it's coincidence and shaping of the earth and stuff like that. Well, it's not. I don't know. The coincidence argument is something that religious people use against atheists and stuff, where they try to say, like, religious people will try to say that atheists are convinced that the world happened as a coincidence, and that's not exactly how it works. Atheists aren't sure either. Atheists are just, like, certain that it wasn't God. I don't know. Nobody's sure. Nobody's certain, except for religious people. As I said, religious people are set in their ideas, and that's fine. As long as you're not hurting yourself or your family, then I don't care if you're religious. Unless you want to have a genuine argument for or against religion, then we could do that. I don't know. I don't want to offend too many people though, so just I don't know. Hit me up on Kick, and we can. Oh, hello, 15% remaining. I might have to let this sit for a while and charge before I release the video, which is already more than 30 minutes. Which means that I'm gonna let it charge for 15 minutes and then upload it with really shitty quality again. That means that when I started the video saying the video looked good, I lied. My bad. Dave, put an annotation at the beginning that says no it doesn't. Right when I say the video looks good, say no it doesn't. Because, you know, I started talking about religion and stuff like that, and I just couldn't stop. Some topics, you know, you gotta keep talking about them when you're me. It's just how it works, how the world works, you know. I wanted that to happen. But, you know, religion and food are one of the things that I will talk for a very long time about, as I've demonstrated just now, as I started talking about food and then started talking about religion, because, of course, yes, very important or something or whatever. I don't know. I hope I didn't offend too many religious people. As I said, I wasn't trying to. I don't hate you for being religious, just don't be stupid. That's it. The only people I don't like are stupid people. And there are stupid people in every small portion of the world, in things, in groups. In every group there is a group of idiots. There are no groups that don't have stupid people. Except like the groups of really, really smart people, which all still might have groups or sections of people who are really just, you know, have no idea about certain things, and that could be kind of defined as stupid if you just don't understand really basic things because you'd focus too much time on other things. That's a pretty common anime trope, which is funny. Like the really, really, really smart girl who just has no common sense at all because either she was like really rich and was raised in some sort of special society where she doesn't understand regular people's society, or she's just like didn't care about any of that and just didn't talk to people until this gorgeous, handsome young MC was all like, hey baby, I want to get in that, so I'm going to teach you how to live a normal person life. That's how it works in anime. This episode's really long. I had a really long day. I was kind of looking forward to this, I guess. I mean, like, I wanted to end it earlier, but I just started talking about shit I like to talk about, and now I just can't stop. Which is why I should stream. I should really, like, learn how to stream with this phone, or get a phone that can stream better or something. I don't know. Oh, goodness fucking... What are we at, like 13%? 13%. Let's kill the phone. No, let's not. 35-minute episode. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're done. This is it. Take care of yourself. I love you all. Anyone who stuck around this long. Shout out to you guys. You're the fucking best. Definitely take care of yourself. Oh, man.